You're listening to Only in Seattle.
So you are the incoming president of the Washington Association of Mortgage Professionals.
That's correct, yeah.
And Summit Properties Northwest was recently honored with getting an award. Mm-hmm. And we weren't at the award ceremony because I was doing something else.
You had a better offer, from what I understand. Yeah.
I was turning a year older, and so I reward myself every year to go to Hawaii and celebrate that, one more year around the sun.
Right.
So here, our listeners can't hear us or see us, but Michael is going to hand me the WAMP Award.
I get to present, yeah. So just a little bit of a background. So the Washington Association of Mortgage Professionals, we represent every licensed loan originator in the state. Okay. We also represent real estate professionals, consumers, and we're basically the state industry trade association. Okay. There's multiple associations in the state, Seattle King County Association of Realtors, WCR. We also have the WMBA, Mortgage Bankers Association, and we work a lot with all these different associations. But WAMP was traditionally, it used to be WAMB. It was Washington Association of Mortgage Brokers. After the meltdown happened, we kind of retooled everything, and we really wanted to encompass professionals.
The meltdown in 2008?
Yeah,
because we're old enough where we got to identify
there was a lot of brokers
meltdown.
That jumped out of the business, and a lot of them went to the retail banks or they went to mortgage, banking operations, and so traditionally that broker model. Now we've actually encompassed all the professionals, which kind of put us under a bigger umbrella, if you will. And we do lobbying on behalf of the mortgage industry and the consumers. And we're really working this year with other associations to become one voice instead of a lot of little associations talking to our congressman about different bills. And we were really on the forefront of the Hearst decision, getting some bills passed to kind of help some of that. That's kind of another topic regarding wells, and water rights and so forth. We're looking at licensed loan originators, and if you do business outside of a licensed location, DFI is looking at that, and it's kind of the equivalent of getting a speeding ticket when you got, or getting a seatbelt ticket when you get pulled over for speeding. If you're originating outside of that, meaning quoting rates or pulling credit in a home office, that's kind of hands off. You're not supposed to be doing that. So we're really trying to be on the cutting edge of this and get laws that get passed to help the consumer, because that's really what it's all about. Can we make it? And so,
you're the president. You're the incoming president.
I'm the incoming president. I'm also the education chair. So I oversee all the clock hour education, because loan originators that are licensed are required to take a number of hours before they get their test, and they have to pass their test. And then we have 9 hours every year, 8 federally, 1 in the state of Washington, that we have to take clock hours. Continuing ed every year to renew our license. In addition to credit reports and background checks and fingerprints and the whole works, right?
All that good stuff.
Because let's face it, when we do a loan for people, we know everything.
You've got all their financial
I know more than their parents do.
Yeah, you've got their SOC, you've got their credit
more
report.
Than their stockbroker.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got everything.
You've got the whole picture.
Yeah. So
a lot of information.
We're being entrusted with a lot of financial information.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for the consumer to know that we have those type of background checks, as licensed loan originators. So yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the award that we won.
Award, yeah. So every year we do a gala event. It's just a big black tie event, and maybe next year we'll have you there as a presenter, as a former award winner.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
I'd love to do that. Yeah.
But yeah, I get to. It was I was able to MC with Tom MacArthur. He's one of my instructors, and he's actually president-elect, so he'll be following quickly behind me.
Okay.
And so the award is for the Business and Humanitarian Awards, where we recognize people that have just gone above and beyond what was normally, standing apart, right, in the industry. And Outstanding Real Estate Company of the Year for Summit Properties Northwest. And you were nominated for that.
Yeah.
And I had nothing to do with it, even though we're good friends, right?
Well, who nominated us then? Or how does that happen?
That's anonymous for the nominations. All right. But so people are nominated, and then all the votes are basically put out there. Right. So people vote. So people voted, and a lot of it could be maybe what you're doing in the community, maybe the use of technology and what you're
We've
doing.
got a pretty big social media poll, and we put
There
it out
you go.
there.
Yeah.
hey,
So people
vote
think
for
we're
us.
pretty great, right? So, and
Yeah.
so it's not just a good old boys club, or
Okay.
the board members are voting for other people, and you haven't really been involved with WAMP, over the years too much.
I have spoken. I think I had one of my videos viewed by the down south. It was a meeting down in Tacoma.
Okay, probably Puget Sound Mortgage Lenders
Maybe
Association.
Deanna Powell was down there.
Deanna, yep.
Yeah, I sat at her table and talked about some appraisal issues, but nothing on the summit side. So that was a neat experience to win that award.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty cool.
I'm very honored to be able to present it to you today. So we
Excellent.
weren't able to do it in person, but
we're doing it now.
we're doing it now.
And that's why I was
It's
excited
the
to
next
get you on the
best thing.
podcast,
So,
'cause-
live on radio.
Yeah,
here. So
better late
so
than never.
Sean, I just, as the president of WAMP, okay, I just want to let you know that I'm humbled and honored to be able to award you this. This is a big feather in your cap, and to your team, and it really speaks a lot of volume to the presence that you're putting out there in the community, and I know that you're making an impact.
Excellent. Well,
So,
thank you so much, Michael.
you bet.
Yeah, really appreciate that. And the guys that I introduced here, and all the I think there's 100-something summit brokers. Everybody kind of has their part, and then we've got another, I think, 6 or 7 people on the Reynolds and Kline side.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's involved because we're independent. We are not part of any big corporate structure, so we're kind of
Right.
out there cowboying it, doing it on our own. So to get an award like that is pretty cool, and because most of our work kind of just goes unrecognized, except I guess people are seeing it because we got an award.
People are paying attention. Yeah.
Well, thank you so
And
much,
that-
Michael. I appreciate
that is
that.
really
Yeah.
that's my core roots, man. Is that independent guerrilla marketing?
Yeah.
You don't spend $1 on marketing unless you know what the ROI is going
Right.
to be.
Because we don't
And
have it to spend.
we don't,
We don't have
yeah.
a massive corporate budget.
It's almost an unfair fight today,
Right.
because we're fighting against the fintech companies. Realtors are having the same issue.
Sure.
You guys are experiencing that. And,
Yeah.
And we don't have $1 billion in ad spend,
No.
right, to make the
Yeah.
phones ring.
We might have a few hundred.
Right. So
Yeah.
our business is built differently.
Right. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when our next video is out.